Hey everybody, it's Mars Dunks. I'm back. I'm gonna give y'all a receiving video. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back and I'm here to teach y'all how to receive properly because um as I came back, I noticed a lot of people were significantly worse at longs and shorts and receiving apes. So I'm gonna get into those three topics and teach y'all how to receive all those efficiently. Um so yeah, let's start. I'll get into it. Let's go. All right. So I'm gonna begin the video off with apes and how to receive apes. I'm gonna have Nathan and Fish simulating apes. Nathan's going to block Fish. Fish is gonna stand right here, roughly in the middle of the court on his side, and he's just gonna keep spiking. And I'll show y'all how to fish. I'm gonna show y'all how to receive apes efficiently. Okay, so the first position I wanted to talk about is left back row, right back row. I'll get into lib and what you should be doing on apes there. But as left back row, you want to tend to like hug your line more. Maybe sit your midline a bit better, cause more often than not, your setter, aka Nathan's gonna be blocking, right, Nathan? So here, Nathan, block real quick. So when you see that, you notice that this line I'm sort of drawing with my mouse is the range they could spike in. Sometimes they may be able to spike under like blocker's arm. So Nathan, block real quick. Like that, you could sometimes spike under the blocker's arm, which is where you'd have to dive to it. But more often than not, you should hug your lines on apes, left back row or right back row. So here or here. As lib, though, I'd say it's safer to sit your mids, because if it is a long, you can sprint back or even dive back. If it's a lot, like let's say your setter times their block poorly, and you guys like let it go through. Nathan, do a garbage block. Oh my god, glide, Nathan. Yeah. If that, sorry, I was kind of trying to make sure Nathan didn't screw around. But if that does happen, you could sort of be there and ready for it, so you can move back to your long. Other than that, as I mentioned before about spiking under arm, as a wing, if you're like right there, you could totally spike a short like right there and hit your Pandora, which is why as lib, you could also, if you see them about to hit a short, you can move up to get it. That's what I like to do. Some RVL players might think otherwise. I'm not sure how they like to do it, but that's what I think makes the most sense, because then you're supporting your wing spiker right here. I think in the more competitive aspects, your wing spiker should be able to get those. But as a lib, it doesn't hurt to help. I'm gonna get into straightforward Rex now. What else? That's all I should mention about apes. But straightforward Rex. Could you guys, Fish? Could you hit along at me, Nathan? You don't need a block. You need a block, Nathan. Yeah. So your starting position as left back row should be roughly here, right where I'm standing. So that's 1, 2, 3.5 studs or grid blocks out, and then right in the middle of the 3 stud wide mark. So from here, if you use 2 sprint, you could cover every spot on the court. You could cover your midline. You could cover that spot. Fish, just hit random spots and they'll sort of get a gist for it. Oh shoot, I forgot to dive. You could get there. You could get there. Low key for that one, I could have just wrecked to it like that. You stop down, Fish. If it's like roughly from here to here, you shouldn't, or maybe like here to here, you shouldn't have to like dive to it. You could effectively just move to it and get a better rec for your setter. For example, Wrecking like this is much better than doing some garbage dive wreck that goes all the way out and ends up right at the 10-foot line. So it's better to try and wreck from here to here with a bump, and if it's deeper, you should, not that deep, but if it's deeper, you should be able to just dive it like that. Sprint is pretty important when you're receiving because it makes you go way further. Yeah, I think that's all there is to left back row. Oh, let's talk about crosses. Okay, Fish, could you spike from right here? And Nathan, could you sort of like block, like simulate a good setter block for the covering deep cut? A bit less tighter. Just make it loose so I could really exaggerate how to receive. No, like more to the left, like right here. Not a perfect block, but just like, because I want to make it so like you're gonna have to expect a wreck. So for these, roughly from these two studs to there, that's all wing spiker. For these, you have to receive from here all the way to here. Well, it's better to be able to do that. This is more like common ground between you and your right back row, because your right back row should be able to cover this as the usual, as if it's a straight shot, because it is for them. For you, though, it's a cross, because you're left back row. So it's a similar concept, except with this, it's a greater distance, because now you have to cover from here to like about there. That's much more area. So what I recommend is just I like staying back a bit for my crosses, just because I don't want to be scored on by a corner, and I could wreck the no tilt longs pretty fairly. If it is a mid, I think my lib honestly has it because of their receiving hitbox. Like lib should be about here maybe, so their receiving hitbox, their head sort of covers that area. If you're looking at my screen right now, or my mouse, sorry. So you should be able to get that. Fish, could you get some cross shots? And Nathan, could you do that garbage block? So you could get those. That might be over. It's not. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. My fault. That. There. I could have probably wrecked that normally. Oh, he hit it shorter. But if you came here to try and figure out the secret to longs, the biggest factors I'd like to mention is your ping. Because, I mean, not your ping, sorry. Well, ping is obviously crucial in any position, though. But your FPS. If you have above 100 FPS, you have the ability to receive every ball. If you're at 60, it's much harder because you can't see the ball coming at you as fastly. If you're looking at my screen right now, you can see the ball seems ridiculously slow when it's coming at me. That's because I have high FPS. Lower FPS PCs might not be able to run or receive at the same ability because like you just don't see the frames of the ball fast as quickly as other people. I've played on like 60 FPS laptops before. I played garbage, and then I came back to my PC and I did good on receives. So yeah, FPS is one huge thing. Another thing is just low-key adjustability. If you could adjust to any, or not adjustability, I don't think that's a word, is it? No? Okay. Flexibility, I mean. Like, if you're able to flexibly, move to different spots and be comfortable with your dive, I think you should have a good shot at it. I know a lot of people just, like, they think they do, and then when push comes to shove, they're, like, panicking as they are receiving. So if you're comfortable, it shouldn't be that hard. For example, Fish, could you spike crosses at me? Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. A lot of people might, damn it, I didn't think you'd hit that. A lot of people might just like panic because they're nervous about where the ball might go. Like, oh, I know it's coming at me, but I want to dive naturally. So a lot of the times people just, they're not comfortable with receiving every spot, so they struggle. But once you get comfortable, you're able to see the ball clearly. You're able to read the blocker, or your blocker, because you want to make sure your blockers make it easier for you to receive. If you're able to put all those components together, it's much easier to receive. Then, like everything in any game, it's just practice. Honestly, get your labs in. Ask friends to spike longs at you if that's what you want. Before every competitive match I have, I just ask one of my teammates, "Hey, could you spike longs at me?" Because I know I need that warm up. And yeah, now I could just show you maybe like 30 seconds of me just receiving longs. Fish could spike straights at me. He can't. Oh, wait. Good spot. Yes, I have trouble with those corners. It's for those balls, it's more about like being able to understand the tilt. I had a really good RVO spiker teach me how to do it. I'm not efficient with it though. It's more about reading his tilt. Like if you see the path of the ball going down, you could expect it to be a mid or just a regular line. I'm not too sure. If you could see it going out or up with the slant, it's a corner. So that's a thing I struggle with too, but that's the broken down way to say it, I guess. I'm gonna show y'all shorts now. Shorts are a bit more challenging, and you do need, I think I'd want to say above 150 FPS. I'm sure people can make it work based off muscle memory and just raw skill, but me personally, I can't receive my shorts without over 125 to 150 FPS. So Fish, could you spike my lib spot, and I'll show them how to receive. So with this, it's all about reading the spiker and the ball's movement as it's being hit. A lot of this comes off of my spiker knowledge. Like if I see him down tilting, I know, oh shit, this is a short. I could receive that. If I see him like long tilting, I could just do, I mean, tilt doesn't matter too much. If I see where he's aiming, I could move to it. In more competitive aspects, understanding tilt is pretty important, but majorly it's about seeing the direction he's aiming in so you could receive it. Because if you don't know the direction, you won't be able to even get to the ball. So yeah, what I'm doing as I'm receiving these, I'm looking at the direction he's aiming at that moment. Like I see him jump, I know that once he jumps, he cannot move, because like once you jump, you cannot turn your camera. So I see that, oh, Fish just jumped, I know where he's about to hit. Fish just jumped, oh shoot. Get short that. Fish just jumped, I see his head's aiming in this direction. Oh no. Fish just jumped, he's aiming that way. Fish, aim like, visibly change your head spot. I'll receive as wing spiker, so visibly like switch the spots you're aiming at. I'll maybe like add a little representation of this. I'll take a photo of myself doing it, and you could see my sort of eye, or like how I'm reading it. But the chain of like how you're reading this for shorts is, one, see where his head's aiming, or the body. It doesn't have to be the head. I know a bunch of spikers who also just read body, and it works. Look where the body's going. If you can understand the tilt well enough, I'm not great at it, but if you could read the tilt, that'd be huge, because you could also see mid tilts, and that'd be better coverage for your team. And I think that's it. Am I forgetting anything, guys? No? Okay. So I'm going to just recap. Longs, initial positions here. You can receive to everything if you sprint twice. This range is more like bump range, bumpable range. And then same thing here. Starting positions here. Lib, you start you start here for lib realistically. But for apes, you drop back here. For longs, you drop back here for left back row. And then what else? Read the spiker's head. You could also low-key do that for longs, and that might be a bigger it might be a bigger help. The thing is, with shorts, you can't short without being like roughly this much above the net. With longs though, you could really delay it. So reading the head becomes a bit more challenging with longs, but the benefit of longs is that you have more time to read it. Okay, well, I think that's all for this tutorial. If you guys have questions, you could DM me in Discord. The user is that right there. I'll probably put it on the screen too. But yeah, any questions, DM me. I'm happy to help. Yeah, that's all for this guide. Thanks, guys.